All right. Excuse my voice. I still have a bit of a sinus infection. All right. So this is a quick test demonstrating that it is possible for two locations at virtually the same longitude, which are Nuuk, Greenland, and Esperanza Base in Antarctica. So it's possible for these two locations at virtually the same longitude, but at very different latitudes. One is high in the northern hemisphere and one is low in the southern hemisphere. It's possible for them to have vastly different hours of visibility of the moon. I have the moon represented by a point out here. This angle represents not only the 5-degree tilt of the moon's axis, but also the tilt of the Earth's rotational axis. So the tilt of the moon's orbit and the tilt of the Earth around the ecliptic. The Earth is tilted 23.4 degrees, and the moon is tilted around the ecliptic, not around our equator, but the moon is tilted around the ecliptic by 5 degrees. So depending on where in the moon's orbit it is, that 5-degree tilt might be added to the 23.4, it might be subtracted from the 23.4, or there may be an intermediate value somewhere in between. And that's because sometimes the moon is, in fact, 5 degrees up from us, and sometimes it's level with us, and sometimes it's 5 degrees down from us. But so the point of this is simply to show, I'll show from the top up. Whoa. Undo. I'll show from the top up, that's the top down, excuse me. I'll show from the top down to show you when Nuuk has direct line of sight to the moon. And that'll be when this line here, which I'll color for you. I'll color this line green. Okay, so when this green line, actually, I'll do it even better. When this green line is hidden, it will become invisible. So in other words, when the green line, which is the line from Nuuk to the moon, when that green line can't actually get there, like when it has to go through the Earth to get there, the green line here will disappear. So let me show you what that looks like right now. Okay, so let's make Nuuk move. And this movement now represents the Earth rotating around its axis. So we see it going. Okay, so the Earth is rotating. We can see the moon. Now we can't see the moon. Now we can. Okay, so you can see that it's possible for there to be close to 24 hours, for example, based on the angles that I have here. You can see how often Nuuk can see the moon. So it blinks out around here. And it comes back around here. So this is maybe a sixth of the rotation. So that would be 4 hours. Now, if we look on the other side, if we look at Esperanza, Esperanza is going to make the same rotation. And we're going to see again, when does its line blink out? And its line blinking out again will indicate that Esperanza does not have a direct line of sight to the moon. So we see Esperanza loses sight of the moon around here and around here. So this is maybe about a third of the circle. So we see here that in this model, Esperanza doesn't see the moon for about 8 hours of the day, whereas Nuuk saw the moon for about 20 hours of the day. So there you go. That's my example.